You've probably never actually asked someone to sue you.
Tonight, a News Channel 5 investigation reveals the TVA actually wanted the state to sue them when it became clear they were about to be sued by an environmental group. Investigative reporter Ben Hall joins us, and you found some people questioning the state's motives, right?
Well, the timing of the state's lawsuit angered some environmental groups that have some asking if a top state official has a conflict of interest.
My job is to do what's in the best interest of the state in this role.
Robert Martineau is now in charge of an agency he used to fight in court.
Our interest is to protect the environment.
Before Governor Haslam appointed him head of the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation, Martineau spent the past 16 years in private practice, defending businesses cited by the state for polluting.
Is there any conflict of interest here?
I spent 7 years working for the United States Environmental Protection Agency, so some in industry might say I'm biased towards the EPA because I was a regulator in my prior life.
Martineau points to his earlier years working at the EPA as proof he's unbiased. But after 4 years on the job, it's his oversight of one of his largest former clients that's raising questions.
I represented TVA on a wide variety of matters.
In 2006, Martineau was lead counsel for TVA when it was sued by North Carolina for polluting the air, making people there sick.
I think his resume did concern me.
Axel Ringo with the Sierra Club claims TDEC looks the other way when it comes to polluting by TVA.
My concern is that TDEC is protecting TVA.
So environmental groups decided to take action on their own. But when they gave notice that they were filing a federal lawsuit against TVA for polluting the Cumberland River, TDEC essentially blocked them by filing their own lawsuit against TVA first, and moved the claims from federal court, where the fines could have been $37,500 a day, to state court, where the maximum fines imposed could be limited to $10,000 a day.
Why move it to a place where the fines are lower?
Well, the issue is not about the fines. The issue is about taking corrective action.
News Channel 5 Investigates has learned TVA attorneys told TDEC they actually preferred to have the department step in and sue.
And do you think it's odd TVA wanted you all to sue them?
I don't know that that's the case.
So that statement, that's not what you take from the statement?
I think the statement was they'd rather be dealing with us than a federal judge.
They may prefer dealing with the state because TDEC has known about violations at the Gallatin plant for years, but has not taken action. TVA's own Inspector General report admitted serious violations at the Gallatin plant in 2011 and says TDEC's policy is to issue a notice of violation. But TDEC personnel chose not to.
Is there a culture here at TDEC that's lenient toward TVA?
I think my answer is we filed a lawsuit against TVA, or the Attorney General filed a lawsuit against TVA for these alleged violations.
The Southern Environmental Law Center says violations at the Gallatin plant are serious.
There is coal ash leaking from the impoundment into the river.
From Sky 5 HD, an attorney for the Law Center blasted the state's lack of action.
The Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation had done nothing.
The Office of Inspector General is saying there are exceedances here at Gallatin.
And it's factual.
Even TVA admits it has issues.
We have one well that's reading high in cadmium, nickel, and beryllium.
Well, 19R is located on plant property near the river.
By this summer, we'll have figured out what's causing that metal to be high.
But summer is months away. The potential fines could have been tripled each day if it were left in federal court.
Right ahead of us, that green, that's the dike.
TVA took us on a tour of the plant and the hundreds of millions of dollars of upgrades.
And the big thing in front of us is the new stack.
TVA claims some environmental groups just want to shut down coal plants.
For the metals that we have looked at, it is cleaner than the river water.
Critics claim the pollution has gone on too long.
And to me, the citizens are getting shortchanged.
Ringo says it is a time when oversight is needed, but he questions whether a man who used to represent TVA is the right person.
Are you still representing TVA in this job?
Well, the answer to that is absolutely not.
The state says environmental groups can be part of this lawsuit, but that still moves it out of federal court. We'll keep a close eye on this and see if the state is tough on TVA.
All right, keep us updated, Ben.